We'll start in child's pose today. So bring your big toes to touch and then your knees as wide as is comfortable for you. Sink your seat down towards your heels. Stretch your arms out long and then melt your forehead down to the mat. From here, gently lower the eyes and begin to tune in. Tune into the breath. Tune in to the mind and see if you can actively quiet the chatter in the mind, that constant chatter. And use your breath, each inhalation and each exhalation, as a mini meditation to bring you back to the present moment. So whatever has happened earlier today is done. And whatever is to come later is the future. You can stay here in stillness, stretching your fingertips towards the front of the mat. Or if you'd like to move into a side bend, begin to slowly crawl your hands over towards the right off the mat. And feel the side stretch in left side body. Deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, crawl your hands back through center and take it over to your left. And send the breath to right side body. Big breath in here. And then on the exhale, crawl your hands back to center. And then we'll make our way up into all fours position. Take a moment to set up your alignment here. So shoulders are stacked over your wrists and knees are stacked below your hips. And from here, we will move into a threading of the needle. So root firmly through the left palm, fingertips are spread. And then on your inhale, reach right arm up towards the sky, your gaze follows. On your exhale, thread your hand underneath your left arm and right forehead, right temple and right shoulder come to the earth. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, unthread, right hand goes high, gaze follows, and then plant the right hand down and take it to the other side. So root firmly through right hand. Inhale, lift left hand up, gaze up, and exhale, thread towards your right. Left temple and shoulder come down to the mat. Inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop positions and then move through 3 rounds of cat-cow, moving at your own breath. So for cow pose, your belly drops, your tailbone and your gaze lift. Your shoulders move down away from your ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, you round the spine, tuck the chin, and your eyes go towards your thighs. Inhale, move slowly for cow. And exhale, cat. See if you can articulate each vertebrae of the spine as you move. And at your last round, we'll meet back in tabletop position. Root firmly through your hands and bring your left knee towards the center of the mat. Step your right toes back towards the back of your mat. From here, see if you can lift your hips up higher. So notice if you're kind of sinking down, see if you can lift up through the torso and the hips, and then just begin to gently rock forward and backward on your right toes to feel a gentle stretch of the calf. And then after a few rounds of that, Flex the right toes and lift the right foot from the mat. You can stay here if you like, really energy pulsing through the torso and the right quad here, creating one long line. If you want to balance, work on your balance here, you can extend left arm for hunter pose. So opposite arm and leg. Fingers are active, right toes are flexed. And just hold it here and breathe. Belly button to spine. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, and then send right foot over towards the left corner off the mat. Option to gaze back over your left shoulder, another right-sided stretch here. And then you can release, bring right knee back to the mat, and we'll take it to the other side. So left toes come to the back of the mat, lift through the hips, try not to sink through the hips here, and then just push forward and back gently. Breathe here. And then flexing the left toes, lift the foot from the earth, and then option to stay here or reach right arm forward for hunter pose, creating one long line, active through the hands and the feet. Inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes back to the earth, and then send your left foot over to the right corner, gazing over right shoulder. I love the stretch. Breathe in here. And then breathe out, bring it back to center. And then let's send our right leg out long to the side. Your left knee stays on the earth, left hand in line with the left knee, and then reach your right arm up towards the sky and then over the top of the head. Inhale, and then exhale, right hand slides down right thigh and left arm goes up and over. And then let's take that to the other side. So both hands come down, send your left foot out to the side, right arm in line with the right hip, excuse me. And then send left arm up and over. Inhale here. Exhale, torso rises, left hand slides down, left leg and right arm reaches up and over. Lots of side stretching today. And then we'll release from here. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, and send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal out the feet, loosening up the hamstrings. Fingers are spread wide. External rotation in the shoulders. Release tension in the neck. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, walk your hands back towards your feet and then heel toe your feet out a little bit wider and find yourself in ragdoll position. So find a generous bend in the knees. Your torso hangs. Torso rests against the thighs. Maybe you grab elbow to elbow and just gently sway from side to side. Maybe nod your head yes and no. Maybe you choose to remain in stillness. Wherever you are, release the hands back towards the mat, heel toe the feet in to hips distance apart, and slowly rise for zombie, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Hands come at your side. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, release. From here, we'll go ahead and come towards the front of our mat, step right foot forward, and allow the left knee to come towards the earth for a low lunge position. So you've got two 90-degree angles in both the right and the left leg. Find your balance here and then see if you can bring both of your hands to the top of your right thigh. Really root through all four corners of the right foot here. Tuck your tailbone, release your shoulders. From here, you can release your hands up towards the sky as you inhale, and then tuck the left toes and lift the left knee for high crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, find a focal point at the front of the room and begin to hinge at the hips, sending weight into the right foot, and then lift the left leg for warrior three. Hands can come to heart center. Your hips and shoulders are as square as they can be towards the earth. One long line from left heel to crown of head. Inhale here. And then exhale, begin to send left knee forward and cross left ankle over right knee for figure four. Sit back into an imaginary chair and feel the opening in the left side body. Breathe here. And then on your inhale, lift the left foot, knee towards chest, hands go towards the ceiling for one-legged mountain. Inhale here, and then a few options. So if you have the flexibility, your two left peace fingers can grab onto your left big toe. Right hand can come to your hip. And then on the exhale, you can extend left foot forward. If that's difficult for you, you can grab underneath the left calf or left thigh and hold your leg as straight as can be with left foot flexed. Inhale here. And then exhale, go ahead and send it back. And the head comes down, hands come down for standing splits. Breathe in here. See if you can send left leg higher and drop the head towards the earth. And then we'll go ahead and step left foot towards the back of the mat, coming into a runner's lunge. So your hands are framing the right foot. And from here, go ahead and step the left foot in. So decrease the gap between the feet, and then angle your foot out to about 10 o'clock, your left foot. So we're finding ourselves here in pyramid pose. You can see if you can release your head down towards the right shin. So a deep stretch in the back of the right leg here. See if you can square your hips and pull left hip forward, right hip back. We'll come back into a runner's lunge. So send the left foot back and go ahead and pivot the left foot down and open up for warrior two, looking over right middle finger. Deep bend in the right knee. Knee comes over the ankle. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Maybe pull your shoulders up and then let them release down. Notice how that feels. Breathe here. Should be getting some fire sensation in the right thigh. Smile. Inhale. And then exhale, right forearm comes down to right thigh, and send left arm up and over for extended side angle. Breathe in here. Exhale, right knee straightens, send the right arm up and over for reverse triangle. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame the right foot. Pivot on the left foot and send right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale, shift forward into a high plank. Option to keep right leg lifted and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee. You're in low lunge. See if you can lift both hands to the top of the left knee. Sink your hips down lower. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, reach the arms up high, and then tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee for high crescent lunge. Inhale here. Hinge at the hips, push off the right toes, and find yourself in warrior three. Inhale, square the hips. Flex the right toes. Exhale. On your next inhale, send right knee forward and cross right ankle over left knee. Figure four. Sink down a little bit lower. Opening the right hip flexor, right glute. And then slowly rise, bring the right knee with you towards the chest, lift the arms for one-legged mountain. And then option here, as we did before, either grab the big toe with your peace fingers and extend the leg out long. Seeing if you can keep the integrity and the length in the spine. If not, then maybe you clasp underneath right thigh or calf. And then gently release, lower down, and then the right leg goes high for standing splits. Inhale. Exhale, lower down for runner's lunge. Hands are framing the left foot. From here, step into pyramid pose. So lessen the gap between the feet. Your right foot comes in and it's angled out towards about 1 or 2 o'clock. Your left leg is as straight as you can get it. And then see if you can drop your torso and your head towards left shin. Release tension in the neck. Breathe into the stretch. And then we'll step our right foot back, pivot the foot, and then cartwheel the hands open for warrior two, this time gazing over left middle finger. Tuck your tailbone. Shoulders melt down away from the ears. Fingers are active. Inhale. See if you can drop a little bit lower. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm sweeps up and over for extended side angle. Maybe gaze up at the right pinky. Inhale. Exhale, left knee straightens. Left arm goes up and over for reverse triangle. And then cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Inhale as you send the left leg up and back for three-legged dog. And then flow through a vinyasa here. Option to keep left leg lifted. We meet in downward facing dog. Know that downward facing dog is kind of like your home base as well as child's pose. So whenever I say take a flow or take a vinyasa, you always have the option to skip it and to meet us here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right foot steps forward. Come into your low lunge. Inhale here. Lift the arms, tuck the back toes, and lift up. High crescent lunge. Shift forward into warrior three. Find your balance. Inhale, left knee comes forward. Cross left ankle over right knee. Figure four. Option to take a twist here, so you can try to bring left elbow to right foot, or stay as you are. As you inhale, left leg rises for one-legged mountain. Option to find your hand to toe and extend. And then on your exhale, lower down into a standing split. So left leg goes high. Step it back for a runner's lunge. And then decrease the gap and find your pyramid here. So option from here to try something new. I tried this new recently and I thought it was fun. So I thought we could try it. It's called Humble Flamingo. So from your pyramid position, you bring your hands behind your right foot with your fingers pointing towards your toes. So you've kind of made a triangle shape with your right foot and your hands. Keep your right leg straight if you can. And then really grip with your fingertips into the mat. Lower your head towards your shin. And then see if you can shift your weight forward and bring left knee behind the right with your left foot against your seat. So you can play with that if you like. Or meet us in Warrior Two. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Step it back for downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Inhale, arms lift. Tuck the back toes and find your high crescent lunge. Shift forward to Warrior Three. And then find your figure four position. So right ankle over left thigh. Option to stay here or find your twist. So right elbow inside, sole of right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Find your extension. Right hand grabs the toe, calf or thigh. Release, standing split. Right leg goes high. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, find your pyramid. Widen the stance. Torso drops. And then if you took it on the other side, just play with it. No one can see you if you fall or mess up. Your hands come behind your left foot, fingertips facing towards the toes. And then see if you can shift your weight forward, grip with your fingertips, and then lift right knee behind left knee for Humble Flamingo. Meet us in Warrior Two. Gaze is over the left middle finger this time. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot, and then step it back into downward facing dog from here. And then lower the knees, find a child's pose. Your knees can be wide or maybe together. And 2 rounds of breath here. One. And 2. From here, we'll roll up into a tabletop position. Bring your feet forward, soles of the feet to the mat. And then let's bring our hands behind us, behind your hips. And your fingertips again will point towards your toes from here. And then send your hips up. So this is a reverse table. See if you can get your knees, hips, and shoulders in one line. It may not happen, but do the best that you can. really pushing through all four corners of the feet. And just opening through the chest here. So see if you can send your heart forward towards the ceiling. And then maybe you can drop your neck back if that feels safe to you. And then lower from here onto your seats. And we'll come up into a lizard lunge on our right side. So right foot comes forward, send your left foot back, and your hands come inside the right foot. See if you can firmly push your right arm against your right shin. So feel that connection there. And make sure on the left that your knee, you've pushed your foot back far enough that your weight is on top, above your knee, not on top of your knee. So if you need to increase the gap there, then slide it back a little bit further. You can stay here if you like, or you can roll on the outside edge of the right foot and point the toes towards 2 o'clock. And maybe lower the forearms towards the earth if that's available to you. If not, then stay up on the palms of the hands. And just breathe into the right hip here. If you have a block or some books at home, you can bring the earth closer to you and rest forearms there. And then we'll gently release and take it to lizard on the other side. So right knee comes back, left knee comes forward. Make that connection between left forearm or left arm and left leg. Slide the right knee back a little bit farther and either stay here or roll onto the outside edge of left foot and maybe lower the forearms towards the earth. So find the pose that feels best and safest for your body. It may not be the same on both sides. So we're generally tighter on one side. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, can you release it? And where's the breath? From here, gently release. We'll send the left knee back and come onto your seat. Let's bring the left sole of the foot towards our right thigh, right inner thigh. And we're going to reach our right arm inside our right leg and reach left arm up and over. So just like we did in the beginning, a little bit of a side stretch here on left side body. And then on your inhale, bring both hands to frame the right foot. Center your torso over your leg and just release down to wherever level you can here. Inhale, lift up, and we'll take it to the other side. So right sole of the foot comes inside the left thigh. Sweep your left arm down inside your left leg, and right arm comes up and over. So feel the side stretch on the right side body. And then on your exhale, center the torso over the left leg. Hands come to frame the left leg and release here. Inhale, come back up. Take a straddle stretch here. So send the legs as wide as you can. Some people may be able to go all the way open. Some people, like myself, may be more like a V shape. So whatever is comfortable for you here, flex at the toes, create length through the spine as you inhale, and then exhale, walk your hands forward, coming to wherever you can while keeping length in the spine here. So maybe you stay up on the palms of your hands, maybe you lower to your forearms, maybe you can rest your chest all the way down. So take what option feels best for you. On the inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your body and then use your hands to draw your knees together. Feet are flexed as if you have one long leg here. Inhale, reach the arms up and gaze up. And exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Imagine chin reaching towards your toes. Deepest breath of the day here. And let it go. And slowly begin to unwind and find your way onto your backs. Send your legs to each corner of your mat. Your hands can come along the sides of the body with palms facing up. Or perhaps you prefer to take a star shape and your arms come to the top corners of your mat. Find a position where you can rest, where you can release all the tension in your body. Allow your eyes to close if they're not already there. And just begin to scan your body. Find anywhere where you may be holding tension. With every exhale, see if you can let it go. No longer control the breath here. Just allow yourself to be completely and utterly relaxed. And allow every inch of your body to melt onto the earth. Shavasana. And you're welcome to stay in this resting pose as long as you would like. If you're ready to begin to invite movement into the body, begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Part the lips and let it go. Draw your hands to heart center, a symbol of gratitude. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Namaste.